The first real crack, a top formation signal in a high-yield market. Subtitle, a quiet momentum slip in the S&P 500, the kind that whispers before it punches. Flint West reporting. There are moments in this game where the market stops whispering and finally clears its throat. This, right now, is one of those moments. Most folks won't see it. They're too busy celebrating new highs, fist-pumping AI headlines, and pretending valuation gravity doesn't exist. But if you zoom out, clean the fog off the lens, and look at the only indicator that doesn't lie, the long-term RSI, you'll notice something quiet, subtle, and deadly. The line broke. Not price, not headlines, not earnings, momentum, the invisible hand behind all those other hands. The weekly RSI rolled over and sliced down through its signal line like a tired heavyweight dropping his guard. That's not noise. That's not a dip. That's the market's pulse skipping a beat after running a marathon at full sprint. It's the first real crack in the facade since 2021. And here's the part that separates the students from the spectators. This rollover isn't happening in a vacuum. It's happening in a world where yields are still sitting on the throne, 4.1% on the 10-year, 4.7% on the 30-year, quietly taxing every valuation that got too drunk on optimism. Stocks have been partying like rates were falling, but rates ain't falling. They're just standing there in the doorway with their arms crossed, waiting for the music to stop. That gap between what equities want and what yields are, that's the real story. That's the tension line. That's where tops form. People always think tops are dramatic. They're not. Bottoms are screaming, violent, begging for mercy. Tops are polite. They're slow. They look like nothing, right up until they aren't. A little rejection at the highs, a little momentum spillover, a little RSI cross under, and suddenly, everyone who thought they were surfing a melt-up realizes they've been riding a wave that just lost its engine. Is this a crash signal? No. Crashes need catalysts, blind leverage, and a spark big enough to torch the narrative. This isn't that. This is the decay phase, the quiet leak before the tire blows, the slow-motion top where momentum dies first and fundamentals limp behind it. You don't have to panic. Just don't sleep. Because markets don't turn on price. They turn on behavior. And right now, behavior just blinked. If you're inexperienced, you'll miss it. If you're seasoned, you'll smirk. If you're Flint West, you'll tighten the belt, check your exits, and light a cigar. Momentum just cracked. The story has shifted. The crowd hasn't noticed yet. But you did. Flint West signing off.